Well, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead. As always, if this is your first time here, thanks for dropping in. Feel free to drop in anytime you feel, my friend. Guys, today we got a box sitting right here on my porch. And what's in this box is a swimming pool storage box. This here, I don't know if you pronounce this Keter or Keter. It's K-E-T-E-R. It's the brand of this box. It's the 165 GXL deck box, it's called. It's 161 inches long, 76 inches wide, and 17.5 inches high. I think something's messed up on their measurements right there, on their little paper here. But anyway, we're finna get this box out of this pasteboard box and we're gonna see how to assemble it. Y'all might hear a little thundering and rambling in the background because it's cloudy this morning, thundering and hazy and foggy, humid. Camera might fog up on us, but we're gonna give her a try and see if we can get this box assembled up under this porch today. I ain't got nothing better to do on a rainy day. So first we're gonna open this box up and see what we're gonna have to assemble this little baby doll. I'm gonna lay this cardboard down on this concrete. Might make it a little easier on my knees getting down there working. And then we're gonna see if we can find the directions in here. Just looking at it, I believe that right there might be the top. We're gonna set it off over here. That there's got an inside road on it. It's got a number R05. So maybe they got them labeled pretty good. I'll see some papers down here. Let's see what we got here, guys. Well, they got a digital manual there. I don't want that. Here's our little instruction pack. Now let's open this box and see what's in this box. And then we'll get to the instructions. It's gonna be your hardware. Look like your screws, brackets. Maybe they'll tell more detail. There's the hinges for the lid, so I'm gonna just set these off to the side right here. And we're gonna take a peek at their directions real quick. Alright guys, we're finna get started here. First step, look for piece for FDB ×2 on it. I guess that means it's 2 of them. And we got our little metal rail. And we're gonna slide them through. Now guys, sometimes this stuff that's so simple looking can be complicated. RDB. That would be this piece right here. And this one right here is 2 of them. Now I'm gonna turn them over so they look in the same way. And it's got a little metal track. that slides down through here. So let's look and see where this metal track goes, which direction. We don't want to put it in wrong. So on the metal track, here's a C channel. You want the flat side up toward the ones that has the holes here. Let me double check that. So it's gonna go in just like this. And you got to line it up down here on the bottom to get it to go through that other little part right there. Alright. Now we're going to do the other one just like that. Again, make sure you see channel here. You want the flat side to this side that has the two little holes on each end. I turned it over like that just so I can kind of bump it right on through the other end. And you see it, you're gonna leave it equally spaced on each end. So I need to bump that in just a little bit more. That looks like that might be it. That's step one. Let's carry on to step two, guys. All right, now SDB, it's going to be two of them. And you got some little caps, FCA and FCB. So I need to get the two SDBs. It looks like this is going to be the ends of the box. SDB. And now I'm looking for the two caps, which is FCA and FCB. There's the FCB. They got them, the initials right up in the inside there. FCA. We got two FCBs and two FCAs right here. Now which side does which go on? Let's go back and let's see. So each one gets a FCA and the other side gets a FCB. So I need one of each. And they just pop right there in the ends. That was, excuse me. I really don't know what's the difference between the A's and B's. They both look the same once they go in there. Alright guys, I just double checked that. FCA's goes, if that's setting like this, the FCA's goes on the left and the FCB's goes on the right. I ain't sure that makes a difference, but I wanted to make sure they are in there correct, because I don't want to have to stop in the middle of after I get something else stuck together and it not work. So we finna carry on to step 3. We're just gonna lay one of these SDBs on the ground, and then we're gonna take one of the FDBs, which is the one we put the metal rod in. So if I turn this piece right here, which is SDB, if I turn it that way, looking at the picture, it looks like if you turn this SDB, let y'all see what it looks like on that side. If you turn it towards the opening in here is facing that way, then your FDB piece right here, I may have called that wrong a moment ago, that's the FDB with the metal C-channel. It's got a hole on the back side here where the C-channel sticks in. And you just push down on it until you hear it click in place. And then you do the other side the same way. Alright guys, so at this point, after you get your one in and you just snapped in place, you got the RO5, and this is the bottom, and it's got inside wrote on it, so you want that inside the box. And this is going to be the bottom of your box, and where you know that is look down here at them caps we put on a while ago. That's your little leg, so to speak. So you want to snap these right in place. Then bring this one over. That looks like that's it. So at this point, it's where you put your second SDB on, which is the other end of the box. But I ain't getting mine to latch in all the way correctly. So I don't know what the problemo is. Something wasn't lined up just right. Something wasn't lined up just right. You got to make sure all the little clips is lined up just right, guys, when you go to put it together. Now that looks like we got our little box started there. So next, it looks like we're going to be putting on the hinges, and the top is the LDB. That would be this one right here. So I'm going to just lay it up on here like a little workbench. And we're going to find our hinges. And our screws, I'm going to go on, open them up, pour them out right here. And we got our little hinges. If you look on this lid, when you flip it over, it's got 2 screw spots right here. The other side ain't got it. The other side's got the screw spot right here in the center for the latch. So you set them hinges down in there. And it comes with Phillips screws. You can use a Phillips screwdriver, or you can get your old handy Black & Decker drill, or whatever brand you got. I had this old Black & Decker drill for quite some time. It's a lithium 20 volt. I think it was purchased at Wally World, and it's been a handy little drill, been a good drill. Black & Decker makes some good products. Now I don't know who owns Black & Decker now, but they used to make real good products. May still be the same place, I don't know. All right, we got our hinges on. So after you put the hinges on, let's see here, you got a little plastic bracket called M right here. And it goes on the back side where your hinges are. It looks like it goes this direction, guys. Like I said, this is just looking at the picture the best I can. There it goes. That just snapped right in place. All this is plastic and snapped together. Ain't nothing you can climb up on and use as a bench. But if it's waterproof, so I can put some swimming pool stuff in it, it'll be all right. The next part, guys, is this little, they calling this a WL1. It'll be the one that's 2 brackets. I'm gonna show y'all up close here. It's the one with the little hole in it. It shows it. Looks like it sits right in there. So I'm gonna say it goes that way. The little hole points outside your lid. If we get it put together and that ain't right, we may have to change that one. But the picture's upside down and in reverse to me. So guys, now we're finna flip this lid over. And when you set it up there, you line up the holes on your hinges. Now I'm gonna give y'all a close-up view of all of this when I'm done. You got 2 screws in each hinge. That screws right into your end piece. So I can tell you right now, you don't never leave one of these open and run off and leave it, because any amount of wind comes through, it's gonna take your lid right on off. But like I said, these are just plastic boxes, pool boxes, waterproof. Keep the water off of things. Alright, as y'all can see right here, when you set your lid up here where your hinges, it's just 2 screws goes into each side. And then this little piece right here was called an M piece that we clipped into the lid. It's got 2 screws that goes right here. Now if you're using a power tool like this, these are plastic. These screws going into that plastic, you're going to have to just run them up there slow. You can't tighten them up or you'll strip them out quick. Now, this last little piece right here, it's going to slip right over your box here, and it's got where you line up with the screw hole there in the center. And that ought to be where you can put a little latch to latch your lid. Guys, that ain't that hard to put together. It opens right up, closes. Everything looks good. Like I said, it's supposed to be waterproof. So we're finna take this off over there and we're gonna set it up where I want it by my pool. And then we're gonna, maybe it'd be light enough outside. I don't see much. It ain't raining or misting right now, so we're gonna go out there and try to set it up and give y'all a little more light. I know up under here it ain't much light. Well guys, that box fit that little spot perfect. Okay guys, there's our box. Open right up, we can store our floaties and anything we want to do with our pool as far as our chemicals and stuff right in here. We can put a little lock on it just to keep the toddlers out. But y'all remember when I started, I said this is a, I don't know how you pronounce it, it's Keter brand. It's the 165G XL. And I attached the links to this box below in my description box. But on here it says 161 inches long. I'm gonna just measure the box for you and then I'll tell you what happened on their little sticker. The box measures, if you measure the lid, which is the longest spot, it's approximately 61 inches long by approximately 28¼ inches wide by approximately 27¾ inches tall. But if you look at their little tag here, they got 161 inches long by 76 inches wide by 17.5 inches high. They got their numbers all jacked up at 20, nah, I don't know. See over here it's saying 63.4 L by 29.9 W by 6.938 centimeters. So something's all jacked up there on their measurements there. So that might mess a person up when they go to order it. They may not order their product because they don't know the proper size of it. I mean, if you're looking at that 161 inches long, 161 inches, that's 13 foot long. That's almost long as the swimming pool is wide. You be thinking, man, I'm getting a deal here for 13 foot long box. So I don't know, guys, don't none of it calculate out. I was gonna say they probably got the 63.4 here and the 29.9, that should have been inches. And the 17.5 is right, but that ain't right neither because the height's right around 27. So anyway, I don't know what's going on with their little tag there. Maybe they'll watch this and realize their mistake and get it correct. Who knows? I might be nice enough and try to look up this company and see if I can send them an email just to help them out, because that could keep someone from buying this box not knowing the proper size of it. But again, guys, you see it just snaps together. Opens up, has where you can put a little lock and all. That ain't gonna keep no thief or nothing out. It's just a plastic box, but it'll keep a toddler from opening it up, maybe getting in your pool chemicals or something other. But I kind of like the box. Now what I might do, well no, by the time I put my chemicals in it, my bucket of stuff, it'll have enough weight. But if for any chance I thought the wind might make it move, I would screw mine right down to my wood deck here with a couple screws, and that'd keep it from moving. But again, I'm going to just give y'all a real close up. In case you buy one of these, you'll have a close-up of showing how your hinges and latches all are. So as you can see there, that's how your hinges fasten on to each end. 2 screws. The way it fastens to the top is with 2 screws. Then you have your little M bracket there. It snaps into your top. Then you got 2 screws. That just kind of helps give the hinges some support there in the middle of the lid so it won't be floppy in the middle. Hinge fastens on the same way on that end. And I can't remember what this piece was called, but it's the little metal piece. The difference between it and the other one I'm going to show you, this one has the little bend on it. So it sits right in there and that screw goes in there. And then this piece just slips over it in 1 screw in there. Now one thing to remember that'll make y'all putting it together faster now that you got a video to go by is these C brackets that slid into these sides. You'll remember they'll be faced up and your flat side will be faced out when you slide them into your back panels. And the way you'll know that is look for these 2 holes right here on each end of that box. And put your flat side up and slide it right through. And that ought to speed up your little process. But guys, I hope this little video helped someone out. Maybe you can take this video and not even have to look at them instruction pictures like I did. Like I said, some things is just so simple, but you start looking at the pictures, and the thing about these boxes being plastic, once you get them clipped in, it's hard to get them clipped apart and you end up breaking something trying to redo it. That's why I was just trying to look at the instruction, but maybe with this video it'll help y'all out on assembling this box. I know it's different brands of them, but I'm pretty sure they all assemble pretty much in the same little way. But guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it helped some of you out. Thanks for watching again. God bless. Y'all have a great day. See y'all on the next time.